Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here, and welcome back to our videos. And today we're gonna be reacting to the Squid Game pitch meeting by once again Ryan George. And I gotta be honest, I didn't really expect Ryan George to make a Squid Game pitch meeting because I thought that this show was too long. But at the same time, this is not the first TV series that he covered. I think he covers Game of Thrones season 8, which I haven't watched that because I haven't watched any of the Game of Thrones video to be fair, or like series. Um, but yeah, I'm really curious to see what Ryan has to say about this series. What criticism that he has about this, because like to me the show is nearly perfect. Like it's a 9 out of 10. But I guess there is some flaws which I'm probably overlook. So without further ado, let's start the video, shall we? Oh wait, hang on a second. Okay.
So, you have a new series for me? Yes, sir, I do. Well, actually, this comes from our team in South Korea. Oh, interesting. Now, are you Korean? I'm not, no. Okay, and you're sure? Yes. Because, you look like someone I might cast to play an Asian character in a movie. Yeah. And, please stop doing that kind of thing. Well, no promises. So tell me
Yeah.
about this show. Well, sir, it's called Squid Game. Okay, so this is like in the Shark Tale cinematic universe? Well, actually, no, sir, because that's not a thing that exists. Interesting. Yeah, so this is a show where a bunch of desperate people play in children's games for the chance to win a bunch of money. How much money are we talking? 45.6 billion. Whoa. South Korean won. Which is also a lot in US dollars. Okay, great, awesome. So we're
38
gonna follow
million,
this
lot.
guy named Gi-hun, right? Okay. And he owes a bunch of money to loan sharks. Yeah, from Shark Tale? Nope. And so after a guy in a
Shark
suit
Tale.
slaps him around in a subway station a little bit, he gets invited to participate in this event that can help him clear his debt. Oh, getting slapped around by a guy in a suit is
tight.
tight. Okay, and so he gets picked up in this van and some gas knocks him unconscious and he wakes up in this weird place with a bunch of other people. Oh boy, and so what's the deal with this place? Well, everybody's in a numbered tracksuit and there are very angry PlayStation buttons watching everybody.
PlayStation
So then
button,
these
wow.
456 players go into this other area to play a big game of red light, green light. And what's that? Well see, you can only move forward when this massive, horrifying doll isn't looking at you. Oh my god. And if the doll sees you move, you get shot and killed. Wait, what is this show? So people start freaking out and running around and
What is this show?
255 people get brutally murdered. What is happening? What is going on? I will see the catch.
That's
is
exactly
this is a super secret
the reaction that I
organization
got.
with insane surveillance, and if you lose in a game, you die. Oh, very messed up. Yeah, it also turns out this cop who's following a lead on his missing brother, he's infiltrating this whole operation. Man, that's gonna be hard to do with all the crazy surveillance. Actually, it's gonna be super easy.
Barely
an
inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, he just sneaks onto this boat that's bringing players to this place, and he kills one of the PlayStation buttons and puts his uniform and mask on.
PlayStation
He just kills
button.
someone at the beginning of the investigation? Yes. He doesn't even know what's going on yet. Yeah, so he just does a casual little murder because he needs the right clothes to keep investigating. Okay. And then he just kind of goes
be
with
fair,
the flow and pretends that he
know.
works there from there on out, and it keeps working. So he's like good at improv, passable at best. He keeps being like, hey, what are you guys talking about? And the other guards are like, you know what we're talking about. You were there for the thing we're talking about. Very suspicious. Yeah, but somehow he keeps getting away with it. So he's sneaking around the whole time collecting evidence. With what? With his smartphone. And unlike everybody in the games, this thing just won't die. Oh, neat. Anyway, so then the second game they need
the
to
cell
play is this
phone.
one where they need to cut specific shapes out of honeycomb candy without breaking the candy. Oh, yikes. So then Gi-hun figures out that if you lick the candy, that helps a lot. So he survives with like a second left, which is kind of his thing. Oh, solving problems by licking things is tight. I never want to hang out with you. So then the players realize that if they kill each other during the off time, that improves their odds of winning. How do they realize that? Egg. What? So then at bedtime, when the lights go out, it gets super violent. Players are gonna die.
It's wild
yeah,
shot,
a whole
by the way.
bunch of players are gonna die, and possibly a couple of epileptic viewers at home as well. Very cool. Wait, what was that last part? And then the next game is a tug of war, where if you lose, you fall to your death. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so pretty much all the main characters are on one team, and then a bunch of random people are on the other. Oh man, I wonder what team is gonna win. Oh, well, get this. The team with all the main characters wins. Oh, yeah, the team with all the random unimportant characters we don't know, that team doesn't win. Oh man, I did not see that coming. Very unpredictable for sure. So
To be fair though, it's still intense, even though you know that the main character is not gonna die. Just putting it out there.
After
But
that,
I know what Ryan
we're
meant.
gonna play the marble game. What's that one?
Hmm.
Well, everybody has to pick a partner, right? And then they find out that with their partner, they have to play whatever marble game they want, and the loser dies. Oh no. So there's this Ali guy who's just the sweetest man, you know, not the brightest, but super loyal. Man, yeah, that sounds like a great guy. Yeah, so he gets betrayed and shot in the head and dies. Oh, ouch, that hurts right here.
Yeah,
And this girl
ouch.
from North Korea bonds with someone seemingly for the first time in her life. It's very nice. Oh, that's nice. Wait, no, one of them's gonna die. Yeah, so then her new friend gets shot in the head and dies. Oh, I don't like how this episode makes me feel. And also, Gi-hun is teamed up with this sweet old man, and he ends up having to take advantage of this man's dementia in order to survive. Oh, boy, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing, man.
That's a lot. And so then after that game, the VIPs are gonna show up. The VIPs? Well, they're these super rich elite types in animal masks, and they're
Which
here
is
to
the
watch
weakest
the games
part, to
and
be
bet
fair.
on them. Well, why are they just showing up now? Well, you know how when people go see like sporting events, they always show up just moments before they end? That's not accurate. And so I was thinking in terms of
To
the
be fair,
VIPs,
yeah.
it might be cool if, you know, writing and character and acting wise, they all just, you know, came close to ruining the whole show. What? Just bring everything down several notches. I thought that might be fun. I guess. So then for the next game, they need to cross this super long bridge with pairs of glass panels, each made of tempered glass or regular glass. Oh, and they need to try to step on the tempered glass with every step? Exactly. There's no other way they could get across. What are the panels held up with? Some long beams on which they can definitely cross. Okay. And so then eventually by the final game, there's just the main guy and his childhood friend left, and they need to play the Squid Game. That's the name of the show. It is.
I know he's gonna say that.
It barely matters, because they're pretty much just gonna fight to the death. Oh. And his friend ends up killing himself, so Gi-hun wins. Oh, he does? And that cop finds out that this secret masked guy who was like running the whole game, it's actually his missing brother. Wait, how long was his brother missing? Oh, well, see, he missed his last rent payment, so that's what sent the cop on this search. This guy's running a massive secret organization, and he doesn't have a system in place to pay his rent? That's what we're going with. So then the cop gets shot in the shoulder and falls. Falls where? All the way into season 2 if necessary. Okay, so does Gi-hun use all the prize
yeah,
money
maybe
to
he's still
pay
alive.
the families of the people that died? No, he doesn't do anything for a full year. He just goes back to the life he was living, doesn't spend any of the money. Well, what happens to the debt he had with the loan sharks? Unclear. Well, okay then. So then somebody from the Squid Game organization wants to get in touch with him, because it's weird that he's not spending the money at all. How do they get in touch with him? By having somebody sell him a rose that has a secret little card in it. The main thing they know about him is that he's not spending any money at the moment, so they get in touch with him via a transaction. That's right. That works for me. So then there's gonna be this big twist where we find out the guy who started the games is that old guy. Oh, I thought he was killed during the marble game. Ah, but see, we didn't actually see him die, so he must have had the guard like fire the gun next to his head or something, and Gi-hun wasn't watching. Well, what if Gi-hun hadn't turned his back? How did he intend to fake his death? I don't know. Fair enough. So
Maybe
then
kill
we find out
Gi-hun,
the whole reason
you know?
this guy started the games in the first place. Oh, and why is that? He was bored. Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
And so then
to
the
be
old
fair.
man dies of a brain
But it's
tumor,
understandable.
and Gi-hun decides to use the money for good. Nice. And hair dye. What? And then at the end, it seems like maybe he's gonna try to take down the games instead of taking care of his daughter. Oh, okay. And so that's about it. What do you think? Well, it sounds like a good series, you know, and you think we can properly translate and dub this thing from Korean?
Oh man, the dub is terrible.
Yeah, maybe.
If you don't speak Korean.
Hey everybody, Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that video.
Yeah, the
And
dubbing
if you
for
like it, feel free to
Squid
click
Game.
the like
Sorry,
button
hang on
and
a
the
second.
subscribe button and all, you know, buttons of that nature.
All
there are also
button.
like hundreds of other episodes on the channel that you can check out if you want. Also, leave a comment down below letting me know what other movies you want to see pitches for, and check back soon for a new
Everything,
one. 'Cause
man.
There's gonna be new ones, you know. Okay, bye.
Bye bye, Ryan. So that was Squid Game Piss Meeting again. I thought this is just for fun, but yeah, there is probably some moments in the show that doesn't really make any sense. But at the same time, I still think it's an amazing show. Like this is the piss meeting that I was like, I can see what you mean, but it doesn't really bothers me, and it's kind of understandable. And yeah, I watched some part about the dub Squid Game on YouTube, and my God, it sounds terrible. Sounds terrible, and I'm glad that I'm watching the Korean one. And that's literally my go to you know, like my main priority to watch like another language film, film, you know. Like if it was in Indonesian, then I was in Indonesian, obviously. If it was in China, then I was in Chinese. If it was in Japan or Korean, then I will watch it in Japan or Korean. You know, I'm not a big fan of dubbing. You know, sometimes dubbing is good, you know, sometimes that may make it even more funnier than before, but at the same time, for the most part, it doesn't it doesn't do well, and Squid Game is one of them. Like the dub is just terrible. Like what the fuck, kind of ruined the show for some people who watch it in dub, so don't watch it in dub, guys. You guys can try to listen to it, but just watch it in Korean. Obviously, it's amazing. Um, but yeah, that was Squid Game pitch spinning, and again, I think we're not gonna getting any season 2 of Squid Game, even though I really want to, but because the director and writer himself, that he said that if he's going to make a season 2, then he might have to hire like a staff, of like writers and director. Like he's not gonna be doing everything himself, because this one, like, he wrote the entire season and then he directed the entire season, I think. But for the season 2, then he's gonna need some help, so there is no immediate plan for a sequel. And and yeah, Gihon basically going back to the game instead of like visiting his daughter is kind of like weird to some people, but at the same time is kind of understandable why he does that. Like, and after everything that he's been through, like he doesn't really afraid about the guy that he owns. In the first episode, like, yeah, fuck that guy. Like he doesn't care anymore because like of everything that he's been through, right? But I'm assuming that he maybe used some of the money, because even though the old man dialogue was like, you never use any of your money, but at the same time, it is kind of weird and kind of like a plot hole, I guess, that the loners doesn't even come to Gihan and then try to like, hey man, where's your money? Where's the money? Maybe he does pay them, but I don't know. But at the same time, the old man dialogue was like, you never use your money for like a year until he started using it for good, obviously. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I still think it's a great show. I think again, it's still a 9 out of 10 for me. I think it's really emotional, like it's really character driven. I think Gihan, Sangwoo, and Sebyok, I think that's the three main characters, is just amazing, and they have a great performance, obviously. And again, the front man is played by Byung-han Lee, which is again on the movie review that I did for Squid Game, which is, you guys can watch it if you want to. Um, like like that's the guy that I meant, when I was mentioning in that review that if you guys watch the show, you know what actor that I meant, which is again is Byung-han Lee, who plays the frontman. And I think you guys might know him from the GI Joe series. He plays Storm Shadow, right? And then I don't know what else that he's in, but I mean he's pretty famous, to be fair. And I saw him like back in 2013 film, but recently not that much, to be fair. So it's kind of surprising to see Byung-han Lee in this uh, series. I think it was a nice surprise, at least for me and to some people, that know Byung-han Lee, because he's a pretty big actor in Korean. Oh, the other movie that he's in is Terminator Genesis, which is like not really good, but he does play a T-1000 there. If you guys remember that, well, that's Byung-han Lee for you. you know. But yeah, I think that's it for today's video, guys. And again, I guess you guys can let me know in the comment section below what do you guys think about this pitch meeting right here, and what do you guys think about Squid Game in general? Do you guys love this series, or do you guys think it's overrated or something like that? Just feel free to let me know your opinions about it in the comment section below. And if you guys want to watch the original video, then I'll leave a link in the description below as always. Make sure to guys check Ryan George's channel. I will leave his channel's link in the description below. Subscribe to him and show some support, obviously. And yeah, if you guys enjoy my reaction video, then leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, ring that notification bell, share the videos. Really helps the channel, guys. And yeah, just stay tuned for whatever is gonna be the next video was. Just wait for that, I guess. And again, I really hope you guys enjoying this video, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.